Action. First of all, we are after a big event, and I look at the event in the term of the 3 years cooperation as an event itself, and I have to underline that those two things I can admit are very important in my life, because preparing such an event from the professional point of view was a big task. Also, seeing Krakow with so many young people was for me a very big surprise, and I really enjoyed it. And also, cooperation with you and the business that we are doing now, and I hope in the future, is one of the beautiful sides of our business and my career in that business, because I have to admit that working with you was a pleasure. Thank you very much. Also, this is a good example, in my opinion, of mutual understanding and partnership. We could have smaller business, biggest business, but in our travel business, sometimes you find different clients. And this is also what I underline very often with my partner, that money for us is not the main point, although always you need to have
You need to pay the bills.
But I get much more satisfaction that we managed to bring so many people to Poland, that we managed to plan their adventure with the Pope, their adventure with the Catholic religion, that they could feel the unique atmosphere of Krakow. You could feel it, the city with many saints, the city of John Paul II, because in my opinion, we are selling emotions. We are not selling hotels, we are not selling meals. After this trip, people will not remember if they were staying in the students' dormitory. They will not remember when they will be 40, 50 years old if they were eating pierogies or cabbage or something else. They will remember emotions that they had the opportunity to feel during their stay in Poland, during the meeting with the Pope. And this is what I like in the business, because we are able to create those emotions, because we are planning the tour and combining it with the events like the World Youth Day. I think that together we did a good job. We were very lucky that we organized everything, that everything was running well, that they got what they had to get. The weather was good, as we mentioned, and also the atmosphere of the other participants of the World Youth Day made a special moment. And what, in my opinion, is the most important now, and I do hope that you will agree, all, and our clients, that we managed to create the special moments for them. I'm sure that besides that satisfaction, it would bring mainly for you the business for the future. But I think the way you are doing was very good. Although people are only people and some people make us a difficult time. But nevertheless, those emotions that we created, and this is, I'm very happy that we have to be satisfied that so many young people will be in the future the ambassador of Poland, the ambassador of Mazurkas and Liebe. And also, I do hope that it would bring them later again to Poland. So once again, thank you for good cooperation. And I do hope this is just the beginning. I only envy you that you have Panama in front and not me. Especially Margaret is disappointed.
Be relieved.
This was really something that for sure all of us will remember, although there was much stress. And let me also to thank Margaret, who was number one in our office responsible for the World Youth Day, because we worked hard, we had a lot of stress, sometimes we quarreled about the idea how to create emotions. Nevertheless, of course, when we were working, we had many things to solve with some people, our suppliers. It was easy to work with some very difficult. That's normal, again. Of course, there were some things we could do better, but this is experience. But generally, I think that even if I am always very critical, I already can say that it was also the Mazurkas success that we went through those World Youth Day without any big mistakes or big problems on the way during the World Youth Days in Krakow. And of course, all the girls, as you could see, and believe me, they were all very dedicated to your groups, to your programs. And I do hope that, again, your clients and our clients, they've seen it, although sometimes you cannot satisfy everybody. And of course, we understand that maybe some people expected something else, but generally, I would say that my impression is that it was a great adventure, great experience, great memory for the future. Those emotions were not only with our clients, but also with us. And after we rest a little bit, we'll remember only those good things. Mm-hmm. So once again, thank you very much, and let's drink for our success and our good cooperation. So thank you very much to you and to all the girls. Cheers. And now 2-3 words from each of the girls are welcome.
Two? Thank you, Chris.
Okay, you wanted Marta to start, so let's stay.
I think I was lucky to join the team at the very last moment, and I'm really thankful to God also that, He knows exactly at which point of my life the projects and the clients of this kind needs to be sent to me. And it was also a question of observing you, how you are dealing with the problems, because, sometimes we have a client that, are very nervous. We know that you are tired, but you were never nervous, and you always were very respectful with understanding to each other. So I really appreciate this atmosphere, and also the atmosphere of all the youthness that was in Krakow. So that was really, like a very joy jet to me.
I would like to thank you very much for the possibility to work with you. This was the first time that I was working with groups. Actually, I didn't expect that I will manage it. Luckily, I did it. So it was really nice. I think that I really enjoyed working with these groups, even though there were some problems, some stress, but sleepless nights. All in all, I think that everything just went smoothly and really good. So it was really a nice experience for me, I suppose also for the groups and for all the staff, all the pilots, student guides. So I just want to thank you for me and for all my staff, for my guides, for the possibility to work with you. Thank you.
I'm not such a good speaker as our president is, but...
Or Marta.
Or Marta, yes. But it was the biggest event I have ever taken part in. So it was really a great experience for myself. And I would like to thank you, Chris, for good cooperation with you and for all the time you spent with us solving all problems. I hope to work with you in the future. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
I was the last one who joined this great team, and it was just only 1 month before the event, so it was very intensive month for me. But after this event is finished, I can call myself lucky person, because I had a great experience, business experience, social experience, but what is the most, I had also a spiritual experience. If I wouldn't join the team, I would not go for this event. I would not have a chance to participate in. I would not have a chance to participate in a welcome of hope. So it was a great experience. And I had also an opportunity to observe you and your team, to learn something from you. So thank you very much, Chris. It was really a pleasure to meet you and to work with you. Thank you.
Isabella.
It was really a pleasure to work with you and with this group. Stress is one thing, but it was really pleasure and it was adventure. And for me, the best prize is to get all the opinions now from the guides and from the group that everything was done well and happy. They're coming back home and they're really satisfied. And really thank you, because I can agree with Marta that you always were showing us this respect and you never
Patience.
even patience exactly.
Especially
And,
when we ask thousands of questions.
You were really you were under the pressure and stress, and we never can feel that you are angry on us. Yeah, that's the patience. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I would like to thank you as well. It was very nice to meet you. And I would like to thank as well you as all our dream team for cooperation. It was a great new experience for all of us, I think. And I am happy that I was able to be a part of it. And as our president said, I think we all save only good memories.
Yeah.
So thank you once again.
I think more than words are the feelings. But I would like to thank you for the last 3 years, which were exceptional for me. It was experience that I never had before, working with you, despite all the little problems which are now little, looking from distance. For your patience, for your kindness, for being understanding. It was a wonderful time, and I think it will be in my heart till the end. And hope to see you again. So thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Chris, now is your turn.
You know, when we find out where World Youth Day is, there's a few things that we have in our mind, because we've done World Youth Day for a long time. As everybody here knows, the challenges are unimaginable. You don't know what to expect. Every year, I think we learn a little bit more. But one of the things that we know that's critical for our success is to find the partners in those destinations. Partnership is, I think, critical, but I think what's more important is beyond that. It's really a strong relationship that we can count on each other. We know it's going to be challenging, and if we have that teamwork amongst each other, then I think, as we saw this past week, we really can kind of each problem off the list, and because we're working at it together. So Mazurkas has really been that partner for us, more so than, again, of all of the partners we've had, and we've had some fantastic relationships. You guys, I think, have set the bar. You really have. And I think what Olga said, you had the dream team. I agree 100%. And I think that's what makes the difference. Because there's other travel companies, there's other agencies like us, there's other Mazurkases, but when you combine each other together, then there's nobody else that can do what I think what we did. The problems are going to happen. We know that. It doesn't matter how well we prepare, and I think we probably took a lot of the big problems away throughout the course of the 3 years, because we did think through most of the things that we could predict and plan. And I think where other companies were having bigger problems because they didn't think of those things, we were dealing with problems like, where are the yellow books? Yeah, just really small, out of our control. So I credit for your relationships and your wisdom and your experience. I think that's been a huge benefit. I think we've benefited. I think our customers have benefited. We're all tired, and we all can probably think of some of the things that it's like, oh, we wish we would have done this better. We wish we would have done this better. But in 2 weeks, we're probably not going to remember those. And when we start getting the feedback already from our groups, it's the experience for sure that, you know, they're going to have these amazing memories of Poland. But also from our perspective is that these kids are coming and they might be okay with their Catholic faith, but when they leave, they are on fire with their Catholic faith. And this is really what's going to be the spark that comes forth from Poland, that, you know, they're really going to change the world with their faith and with their love. We had a hand in that. All of us here, we really kind of helped do that. And we don't really understand that. We think we're just kind of making bus arrangements and dinner reservations, but you really had a chance to impact all of these kids' lives, really for the rest of their lives, which is powerful. It's powerful when you think about that. So I thank you. I mean, you're thanking me, but we couldn't have done it without you guys. And I think the way I would just probably summarize it, I think we started as a business partnership, but I think more importantly is that we're friends. And like I always say, business is business, but more importantly is that the friendship that we have, and that will carry forever. So even if Duby Travel doesn't exist or Mazurkas Travel, we'll still have the friendships, and that will be forever. So I cherish that. And thank you. You've been just the best team to work with. And thank you for your patience with me, because I know you were chasing me. I wouldn't get back to you with all of those questions, but thank you. I think we managed to.
Chase you again and again.
That's okay. I needed that. Yeah.
It's hard to stop now.
But you can. It's okay. Yeah. Feel free.
So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now we can come to the dessert.
Yes.
I'm in.
Thank you.
And coffee.